Hey, I want to give you another Bible lesson in 3 minutes. Have you ever wondered how the people who just got saved without a New Testament actually shared the story about God? According to what I just studied here, during the time of Jesus, the earliest years of the Jesus movement, roughly 30 to 100 CE, there was no New Testament, and most people did not possess personal copies of the Hebrew Scriptures. How was the gospel shared then among early believers without a Bible? Here we go. The first thing I want to tell you is it came through oral tradition. The primary method was oral storytelling. The teachings of Jesus, his parables, his miracles, crucifixion, and resurrection were memorized, recited in homes, marketplaces, and synagogues, okay? Through the prophets, apostles, and teachers, okay? For theological clarity, it says. Then number 2 is eyewitness testimony and itinerant preachers. People who had known Jesus, like the apostles, traveled to share what they had seen and heard. See Acts 1:21 through 22. Use of Hebrew scripture, right, was another way. For example, Isaiah 53 was seen as referring to Jesus's suffering. These texts were read aloud in synagogues, house churches, and then interpreted Christologically, okay? Number 4, creeds and hymns, short creeds or confessional statements, i.e., Jesus is Lord, Romans 10:9, right? Philippians 2:6 summarize the gospel. These were easy to memorize and repeat, especially for the literate or newly converted Gentiles. Number 5, the apostles. Okay, letters like Paul's epistles circulated among the churches. These were read aloud in the congregation. We get reference to this in 1 Thessalonians 5:27. Copied and passed along, though not yet scripture, they carried significant authority within early church communities. Number 6, baptism and Eucharist teaching. Christian instruction often happened in context of rituals. Baptisms marked initiation, and the Eucharist was a weekly or even daily event where the death and resurrection of Jesus were proclaimed. That's 1 Corinthians. You can find that 11:26. Number 7, house churches and community witness. The life of the Christian community itself, marked by generosity, hospitality, and mutual care, was a form of the embodied gospel. The gospel was not told, it was lived. It was communal lifestyle that drew attention to one of my favorite passages in scripture, Luke 2:42 through 47. I hope that this very brief teaching helps you. Y'all be blessed.